Hi guys! So today I'm going to be talking about how shifting from victim mindset to growth mindset changed my life and brought me to where I am today, where I'm a lot more happy and fulfilled. So I'm going to talk about what is victim mindset. So victim mindset is when you catch yourself blaming all the time, you complain all the time, and you be like, oh, it's my parents' fault. They brought this upon me. It's my friend's problem. It's always them instead of yourself. Whereas the growth mindset is you're able to take charge of your own feelings. You're able to move on from things that happen to you and see the growth opportunity out of it. And I know that a lot of us, we are bound to be in a victim mindset at some part of our lives. In the past, I felt like whenever I had emotions, whenever I felt unhappy with someone, with how she is or what he did to me, I would always try to change that person and try to tell myself that I'm in agony, I'm not feeling good because of what that person did to me. However, in my recent years, I actually realized that we can't control how other people feel, or we can't control what other people do, because everyone is healing in their own journey, everyone is imperfect in their own way. But the only thing that I can control is what I receive and what I choose to feel out of that situation or that person. This is what actually brought me to this phenomenon or this theory that we can't control the world and we can't change the world. The only thing we can change is ourselves. And once I had that mindset and I started to do things that doesn't require me to change other people, and instead I put that focus back to myself, my world immediately transformed. When you put yourself into a place where you are able to control how you feel and you are able to take charge of your emotions, you are going to see the world with a very different perspective. Because instead of blaming all the time, you put that energy onto things that actually brings you good in your life. Like, for example, growth mindset is going to make you a more stronger and positive person, because when things happen to you, you don't tell yourself like, oh, you don't need to grow because it's other people's fault. You tell yourself things like, oh, okay, I'm now feeling affected because of how my boyfriend did this to me. What can I do about it? What can I do to make myself feel good and make myself become that person that I feel like I need to be? When you have a mindset shift like that, you are bound to experience a different version of how that situation could be. Like someone who thinks that, oh, I'm always poor, I'm bound to have a sad and unhappy life, versus someone who's like, okay, I went through shit in my life, so what am I gonna do now for me to become a happy and successful person? This person is going to create his life out of that reality that he believes in his head. So if you believe that you're going to be unhappy and you believe that you are someone who doesn't deserve love, you are obviously going to see things that are true to your vision, and then you're going to create things out of your vision. If you believe that you have an opportunity to become someone that you feel like you can be and you are able to become, you're going to create realities and opportunities that can fulfill your vision and desires. However, I also feel like with your growth mindset, you also have to combine it with actions. You also have to do things that push you out of your comfort zone. You also have to do things that are not feel good, but you know is going to do you good in the long run. Like, for example, I had to delete Instagram for 6 months to see if I could change out of that comparison mindset I was in, because I was scrolling social media mindlessly. And I had to do that. I had to rewire my habits. I had to do something that requires me to not be used to it. Like, I was so used to Instagram and the Instagram game, and I had to not be used to it for a while to be able to grow out of my mindset and many other things. Like, some people, they never read books, yet they want to gain knowledge. How do you gain knowledge if you want to gain knowledge and you don't do anything to increase what you know? You have to do things, and you have to have that growth mindset every time shit happens to you. This world nowadays, this society is crazy. Everyone is in such a heated mess. Every one of us, we have so much things that we are going through. We have ordeals, we have shortcomings, we have challenges. So what is it that we can do about this? the only thing that we can do is to make ourselves grow so we don't get controlled by situations, or rather we control situations. We can make the choice that we want in our lives and not be the ones who get chosen. We get the chance to choose. And a lot of people think that this takes so much, but little do they know that the only thing that it takes is yourself and your inner strength and that courage and that belief that you can do it. I remember how I was really unhealed in the past. I would often blame my parents, I would often blame my childhood for what I go through. But now I just trust my process so much, and I am so grateful to everyone in my life and the things that I've went through, because they actually made me who I am today. And if those things didn't happen to me and I didn't have that pain to grow, I would definitely not be able to experience happiness too. Happiness comes from growth and growth comes from pain. This is just a very true cycle of humans, I feel. And I think that there is no right or wrong in this life, but I choose to think this way. I choose to share what I share because it has evidently brought me transformation in my life. And I just wanna, when I can, when I'm still living in this world, also make a voice and tell everyone that we deserve and we can and we are able to bring ourselves to where we want to become in our lives. And it really has to start from ourselves, and it starts from within. Your outer world is always the reflection of your inner world. If you're able to love yourself, others are going to love you. And if you're able to transform your inner world, your outer world will transform. Instead of choosing inner chaos, I'll rather choose inner peace. And inner peace only comes when you understand yourself, when you get to know yourself, when you explore who you are as a person, and then grow out of your imperfections and slowly understand yourself more and see what you want in your life and do things that pivot you to your life goals so you're not lost. And I feel like a lot of us, we don't know what we want in our lives because we don't know ourselves enough. However, it is not the end of the day. You can always change your life when you change your beliefs, and I have many videos on my channel that talk about my journey, that talk about what I learned in my journey, and I hope to pass this on to all of you, that we are all the creator of our lives and there is no such thing as a bad life or a bad day, but it's more so how you can create a better day and how you can create a better life. On my next videos, I'm gonna talk more and more about my growth, and I hope to also learn about yours, and I hope that on my journey and in my channel, I want to radiate possibilities to everyone watching, and I also hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!